katono mpulira Mike Mwana Shivana representing Faruga.
Hey, Banange, the studio is on fire. I don't know what's happening. We are protecting the gains and we are protesting the vote. But I'm saying, as we are protesting and protecting, everything has to be safe. My name is The Sweet Chocolate. And with me in the studio, we have the most amazing, beautiful, amazing looking human being, starting from
Biggie. I'm happy to be here.
Biggie, as you tell us who you are, what's on your card? I see there's a card in front of you.
What is on my card? What lies were you told as a child and you actually believed them? Mm-hmm. While in the village, you cook, not in the village, while growing up, you know, cooking food, we had those 3 stones. 3 stones where you place the saucepan and then put the fire down. So I believe that actually they told us when you sit on one of the stones, your mother is going to die. And I feared my mom dead. So I could never, I didn't even try to sit on those. Amasiga, those 3 stones. So I actually believed it, but later on, as years went by, I realized that they were protecting you as a child, so that you don't burn your ass, or you don't pour the food on the fire. Oh. That was a crazy lie, but I believed it anyway.
Mademoiselle.
Because some of us were using gas. So we can't relate. Hi guys. This is Chitone. Pronouns na wrong.
Happy birthday, Chitone.
So what is on my card? If Your Love Life was a movie, what genre would it be, and what would be the most ridiculous plot twist? I think My Love Life is more of a documentary than a movie. And honestly, I think it would be like a true crime documentary. Because you people have done things, but also things have been done to me.
Hey!
Bismillah.
I'm glad to be here. And what's on my card? What's that one secret talent that you have that most people don't know about? Could be, by the way. I would love to learn that though, but I think it's singing, and yeah, I think it's singing. Okay. All right. I wanna take this moment, make it last forever. Gonna give my heart away for me to stay together. There's only one good reason. You're the only girl that I love. Da-dun, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna take this time and make it evergreen.
Yo.
Ebikere one side.
I
tell you. More producers. Hi guys. Hello everybody. So we're here. So my card says, if your body could talk, what's one thing it would thank you for? And one thing it would playfully scold you for? It would thank me for feeding it, and then scold me for the weight that I've put on. Yeah. Yes. Man. Yes, feeding it is not easy. But well, we move.
Chikawa here. Pronouns they, them. And my card says, what is the common misconception people have about you? That I'm proud. I'm not at all. At all. Yeah.
The pride is showing on that
face. I mean, like even the way they said it, proudly. So we don't know, like proudly.
But you know, people have, by the way, we talk about misconceptions about actually humans. People have so many misconceptions about myself. sometimes someone says something, I laugh about it.
Right?
Do you know? I'm like, okay,
That's not me.
that's life. No, but you know, you can't stop someone from thinking that what they are thinking about you. You can never. You just have to learn how to live with it. And just be, you know, when people encounter you, they encounter you differently. But you cannot stop someone from thinking what they are thinking about you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me also read out my card. It says, what lessons have you learned from family as you've grown or even started your own? I don't have my own family still, yeah. But the lesson would be, I think family makes more sense when you grow older. I feel like I used to feel like I'm hating my family. But, you know, as you grow, you feel like, I want to call I want my sister right now. Like, I want to talk to my brother. Like, when you grow, I think, luckily enough, for me, family has meant more than when I was a kid.
Are you for real? I think for me, as I grew older, it doesn't make sense no more. You see, I hate Christmas. Even when I pass around and listen to those songs, Bunyiza, it no longer makes sense.
Why?
It used to make sense then. Used to gather, have lunch together, buy clothes, celebrate, maybe go play while the elders are in the sitting room talking whatever they want to say things. But you know, it made sense. Now you can have Christmas alone.
Yeah.
You know,
No, but-
it no longer makes sense.
But now it's because you're able to discern, and you're able to make your own choices. Then you didn't really have a choice, and you were still a child.
I wish I can get
Yes,
back to
exactly.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Right now
Because I think-
now you can discern.
Yeah.
Why can you discern? Because you're able to make sense of who is for me and who is not for me. You're not in a space to go and smile with everyone just because everyone is present. Yes, and then there was also the essence of childhood, of that innocence. Yeah, that innocence was not yet destroyed. But now,
I believe we no longer care for each other like we used to care.
because you
before.
discern now, don't you think those days there are people that didn't attend Christmas?
No, but the instance of family, when she spoke about family, you know, it was like very important for you to be somewhere with family. But now, not even anyone will
But
call you.
we have
you know, like
we have
people don't-
progressed. We have progressed.
No, there's no
let me
progress.
tell you. No, let's but also then people still had a lot of pretense around them.
Was it?
Yes. Let me tell you, if you go into your family history, you will hear probably conversations maybe your aunties are having, you know, like there's always something. And it was easy then to just pretend and, you know, carry on like nothing. Yeah. But lately, it's not the same. When it comes to the Gen Z and the Gen Alpha, those children are outspoken. You cannot just take them anyhow. But anyway, let's not get off the back.
Oh, talking of like toxic, because I really agree with you. Because people would like how Christmas is celebrated is so often you would not even want to go home for Christmas. Maybe you came from a family that was shielded with a lot of love. For me, there were so many times when I could not stand being in Christmas because of all the family courts that would happen. And I like the maturity that comes with my age right now because like I don't owe anybody anything. I can decide to just, I don't know, even travel and be away for Christmas. But the other time, like, even if you didn't want to go, it felt like it was this ritual that you have to fulfill. And if you do not have family anymore, you can come to our house for Christmas. Big, you don't need to have Christmas by yourself.
My feeling is that then we were pure. Now we ain't pure.
I think the other thing is there was also this whole thing whereby people came from villages to come to town. So they had this whole thing of my whole family is down there. So I have to go back and literally we have to meet with my sisters, my brothers and everything. Right now everyone is everywhere. Like you can see your mom every day, you can see your sisters every day. So I feel like it doesn't make sense anymore because we are always in each other's space. So, and Christmas is big days are no longer celebrated the way they used to. Because right now someone can say, I actually just want to go and sit at the beach the whole day. I want to do this the whole day. Like the other time it was meeting, eating, cooking. Now we meet almost every day. We have so many meeting places. You feel like, what is Christmas going to do sincerely?
May I also think kind of like it would be, we have become a bit more individualistic. We are no longer a community that wants to commune and be together. But for me, I also think the interesting thing is also understanding that I think maybe the money, things have become so financial that the burden to host a full family lies on one person.
But Chikawa, also, the quarrels are interesting. They are part of Christmas, where we are settling on that day. That's when they come down. You see, she did this to me. I borrowed her money and I lent her money and she did not pay back. It's a court where some things are settled. But even just the fights, even the fact that you disagree and someone is putting on a nice dress, you quarrel about that. It's no longer happening.
But let me also tell you one thing. The family where I come from, there's been a lot of conflict, especially with our fathers.
Oh, it's extended.
And we tried to sit and see how to go past it, but it has refused. Yeah? So some of us have also inherited those conflicts. As children.
Yes.
Yeah? And carried them on.
Guys.
Yeah? Well, because those days it wasn't just like a nuclear family, it would be like extended family, different people, different. But because even our fathers had their issues with them, and then most of them have died. Now I'm left with only 2 people that I know that are in that generation in terms of my father's side. Yeah? And these people died without resolving. And then their children and all of us have picked them up.
Yeah.
So there's that conflict there.
By the way, wait. I was going to say
because these days now there's no you may not cook. Why? Because in a way you feel like you need to cook when you get home, because
Chikawa talked about financial.
First of all, some of us abamu tuli first born, first girl.
You've suffered,
like you cannot just sit and you have to be involved, and because usually you want something really good, you have to be involved for you to be able for you to work out.
But nowadays it can change.
Yes,
you can order for food.
Yes, you order for food. You cannot sit and even actually enjoy that meal because you're supervising and everything. So,
the reason why I say family makes sense to me now is that ngawe mugenzi nali first born nakola buli kimu kati mpulira mpomodde at this age kati nange bandabirirako that's why I say it makes more sense. I felt like I was the only one. I was the first girl. So I did everything. Maybe Christmas. Right now, I feel like I need that feeling again. You put your Christmas trees on your car house. It's so lonely though. And that's why today we are here and we want to talk about how can we navigate all through those emotions like during this holiday. Because holiday rush here is very real. What do you want to right now? The money alone, I was on a board and the man was saying, I need like 500K to go to the village. Like that whole preparation, how do we think someone can do that without having to go mad?
First of all, you as an individual, you have to self-assess and audit. What can you handle? What can't you handle? Yeah? We are out of an era where we are pressured to do certain things now. Yeah? Like, you don't have to do everything everyone tells you. Because now, he's talking about 500K to go to the village. But that 500K probably includes transport. But also what he's going to give to every household that knows him. You understand? It's not even... he's going to also provide that side. But if you do not have that money, you guys, this year has been tough. It has been really tough. And on the money side, it is tough. So it is just... So it is just you as an individual. You're supposed to sit and audit yourself and know where are your limits. Yeah? Because if you're going to go ahead and borrow because you must please certain people. Yes, pressure. The thing is, let me tell you, what I have learned in life these days is to ask, if I don't do this, what will happen? If people continue to live and they survive, I'm good with it. Someone will send you, oh, I want an urgent 10K kworo nawe tonamayadde kuliyadde ekindazi n'ekimu. And you tell them, you know what, I don't have. End of story. Those people are not going to die because you do not have that 10K. Yeah? So if you ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen to them if I don't give them that 10K? People will go through Christmas. They'll go through Christmas with nothing that has happened. Yes, but at the end of the day, you understand? So you as a self, you have to self-assess and sit and really think. And if it is better for you to stay in Yoka's, go and eat your little, commando probably. On that day, that is what you can afford. And it is going to give you peace. Do that. People will find what to eat. They will find other means.
Unlike most of you who are firstborn. Even in my next life, I'll be a lastborn. I will stay where I am and enjoy my life like that. It comes being around people, especially for community members, and communing with family comes with a quote that you had earlier. Some people are going to face a lot of things. You're going to be asked many questions. Some of us are triggered. Some people are actually triggered to retaliate. To be like nange sawa balageko that I can handle because we are tired. Everyone seems tired with so many stresses. So sometimes you just have to be like, you know what, today, this year, I will not manage, because if you're already stressed and something comes up, you might even end up just telling people many things they were not supposed to know, and maybe calling Farouk to help you when they have put you inside because of what you said at a family gathering. So some of us will just choose that this time. Let me be alone. Let me try to.
You're just alone. You're just alone.
Biggie, how are you going to navigate this?
Your
mental health.
Like I hate Christmas. Now, as I grew up, I hate Christmas because it doesn't make sense no more. No, it no longer makes sense. You see, then it used to make sense because I used to look forward to seeing nephews, nieces, cousins, sisters I've taken long without seeing. And now, even me being alone in the house is, I don't know, I'm just in the middle of that stage of wanting to gather, not wanting to gather. I don't like questions. When people ask me, of course they will not ask me. Me, I'm not like you guys whom they put in a family court. You can't place Biggie in a family court unless you're not okay. How do you sit me in a family court asking me what? It's a challenge. And I don't even want to ask. I don't want any child to be subjected to that. But the fights, if people quarrel, I like that. It's part of happiness, yes. Tonjira ko byenyanja, I don't like mukene. Mpampe binyebwa, ate binyebwa mbimazewo. Those ones, I enjoy that. But I don't even want any child to be subjected to a family court. No, I don't really. I think it's just a day. It's no longer like it used to be. There's something that is lacking. Where we used to sit. You know, when you look at those photos, pardon the firstborns because you suffered a lot. But the thing is, we didn't even cook. Our mothers used to do things. They would just send you, bring that omonyo, bring this, bring that, but not actually doing what? Not actually cooking. Because that's the only time, that's the time that you tasted mom's food. Okay, anyway, I grew up mom cooking. Anyway, I want to understand you guys cooking, but for me, I was told to cook, but we used to cook with, my mom could tell me, you also get the credit of tailoring mu binyeebwa. Yes, it was a learning moment and getting to know how to do things. That's how I learned how to cook.
In the spirit of inclusivity, I think as we have grown and learned that family is not only the people that we are related to. We can also think about, I'm looking at Biggie's case of, they cannot go, it doesn't make sense anymore. But then there are families we've cultivated over time that are not we are not related to. There are people that give us that joy of family. So if, the other one is not working out, you can find that other family that, accommodates you and loves you and takes you in as,
The biggest problem is that family, not this friend, not the people we are not related to. That's why it don't make sense no more.
But then also, this period can be triggering for some of us. It can be a time where people feel like things are not moving, things are not, shifting the way they should be. Shifting. Family audit.
But then in a gamba, Chitone is too quiet. The way you're tired, how are you going to navigate through this holiday? What holiday it was?
Let me tell you, by the way, I don't even enjoy Christmas. It's one of my worst holidays. As of when I was a kid, I was enjoying it. Now, the family thing is still there a lot. But for me, the reason I don't like Christmas is because it triggers me. Like, I have every opportunity to run away from family apart from Christmas. And why it pisses me off is, right now my mom is a bit older than she used to be. So usually she's home alone. So like when it's like Christmas time, she'll be calling you, her kids, and she's like, please come home. Like, you guys don't let me have Christmas alone. And so every Christmas she'll manipulate me into going there, so she's not there alone, and then she just stresses me the fuck out when I'm there, and then I'm like, I'm not coming again, and then it's the same story. Oh. So like usually when December is coming, she's not you people are coming for Christmas, and I'm like, me, I never have fun on Christmas because my mom just pisses me the fuck off. That's the time they're asking everything, man. It's a family audit basically. And now like me, my mom has just failed to wrap her head around the fact that I'm not married. So every Christmas, I think it is her prayer that next Christmas I'll be coming with an in-law. So that audit happens like every Christmas. Now between Christmas and 31st, that entire time is just fasting and praying that next Christmas is an in-law. And now she's praying. I'm like, but it's not even going to happen. I'm like, guys, why? So the Christmas me triggers me. I just can't. The thing though I like right now about Christmas is I don't get to do a lot of chores because I'm not as financially broke as I used to be when I was younger. So often usually like the beautiful thing about Christmas now for me is when in the morning when you're watching neighbors cooking and stuff, I'm like, because when I could begin affording, I told my mom stop cooking on Christmas. We'll go to church and then we'll go and eat out. And it makes her so happy. So in the morning she's dressing up, she's like, I'm lucky that my children, why can't me? I'm not even suffering with saucepans. Like, I just feel nice every time she says that. So she'll be telling me, how is this dress looking? Will it be nice in pictures? Like the excitement she is having. And we are just eating like these chips that we eat every day for us to stay in Kampala, but still, I like how it makes her happy. So on Christmas, she's always very happy because she's looking forward to the pictures I'm going to take after she traumatizes me at lunch. And then also, we had like, my Christmas is just, my mom will traumatize me at lunch and I will drink a shot, I know that I drink. So I'll be calling waiters in the bathroom like, you better punch this drink so well. So she'll be doing like, what is that you're drinking? I'm like, it's called a mocktail. Every time I'm inventing names. This is a mocktail. This is a pina colada. And now I am drunk as shit and I have to drive her home. And I'm trying to be sober on the steering.
Oh God.
That cat drink
that you still can convey you.
I think you know how mothers do when you're driving.
You take just one glass of that cocktail. I swear to God, it will
convey you.
Even if it's just a beer, even if it's a shot.
So I'm sitting in the car telling myself, Gloria, be sober, Gloria, be sober. And when I'm have a little bit of alcohol, I overdrive. So I'm like, really driving. My mom is like, Manang. And me, I'm just there in my own world, like I'm done with your shit. I'm not listening to anything. I'm happy.
If you can't be like Shiton and drive quietly while you drink on a steering, please. What other ways can someone, and besides you saying someone should live within their means and also as
living, Christmas is...
how can someone handle the pressure?
You know, let me tell you, when we were still young, you didn't know what to... Or when you're financially unstable, that's when you're on pressure. But if you're financially stable, you're able to do things. Just, you know, there's that moment you say, but when you're not, when you don't have money, that's when you're on pressure. You know, onions are done. I tell you, cooking oil is almost finished. You know, you be on pressure. But if you're financially able, just put everything there, chill. I used to question myself. I have holiday makers at home. So I used to always question myself, why is my dad or my mom in the bedroom all the time? Trust me. I am not my dad. You know, they are there. They are on TV. They are playing whatever they are doing. What? Phones and laptops are everywhere. I just pass. And when you return, everyone is going to say, welcome back. 6 of them, 9, they are going to be, welcome back, welcome back, welcome. Oh, damn. I just pass in the bedroom close. I go to the bedroom. Now I used to ask myself, what are those guys doing in the bedroom? Now my dad or my mom, now I am in the bedroom. Oh, we want to do this. Okay. No. Cheese. You know, Christmas holidays are very, very, very interesting. I'm going to be with my family, but I am now missing it now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've started missing them. I'm not going to be with them for Christmas, but now I've started missing these kids. Especially one time you decide to go. Have you ever decided to sit in the sitting room with those kids? They'll ask you questions. I'm telling you, when you decide to sit with them, just once in a while, I'll come and sit. They'll fire you questions. Oh, I'll start by asking, that one is doing. Why are you watching that channel? Is everyone okay watching that? No, he bullies us. He's the one with the remote. You're like, you need to look out for your brothers. So you share. You know, those quarrels and the disagreements and agreements, you know, when they are in holiday. Sometimes I sit in the bedroom and look at them and I do, these guys know that they must eat where the food is coming from. You know, you're just a child. You don't know. You miss that. Yes, I miss that. I miss someone thinking of
you miss sitting
there.
like people who don't pay bills. So also actually that you've spoken about them being around digital, being around their laptops, TVs, and all of that. The other day I was with my nephews, and one wanted to play games on my phone. I told them I don't have games. Then the other one told my nephew, no, you shouldn't play games. They'll bring a link, then you click on it, and then it will steal all of the money. No. That thing happened. So most of us, when we are on those devices during this period, we are sharing everything, of course. That is the period you share data, you share phones, you share laptops, everything. Are we all thinking of what could go wrong online?
If we die, we die.
Protect our gains.
You've actually reminded me of a situation yesterday. I met someone and they showed me a video in their phone. I'm like, what are you doing with that video in your phone? I'm like, what if they steal your phone or they take your phone or something happens to you and they access it? And then they were telling me, they showed me, iPhone has that hidden feature. It isn't hidden. I told them, do you know how much government invests in technology?
No. No.
Do you know how much? So you think if they got you, they wouldn't be able to access that video? So I told them, you just need to delete that video. So unconsciously, we are doing things without knowing, because you never know when you lose this phone. You never know what information is on it. We are going into the election time. Yeah, and anything can happen right now. So if you're probably captured, someone was saying, yeah, if they were in the right crowd, they will go onto the street. So maybe that day, that day they go onto the street is when they are. And then their phone has that information. It is even going to go away from maybe you being a political prisoner into something else. Yes. So we have to be very mindful of how we are using our phones, what data we are keeping in there. Because at the end of the day, you cannot predict what will happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is a little bit scary, as in going, because after going through the trauma of the holiday season, of the firstborns and people not being accepted at home to have Christmas with their friends or with their family and everything else, and then we're going into election period. Then what happens? So we have to be very, very careful and mindful of how we use our phones, what we have in our phones, what information we are keeping in there. You might even be this video, just these usual TikTok videos of people talking about politics, and and someone because they've grabbed you and they've pictured you innocently, had the video in your phone, and then it becomes a whole problem for you. And by the time you are able to get out of that entanglement, now we are in probably another election year, and your spirit is So we have to be very mindful.
Also, I've just seen I don't know, by discovery, like our community is now fully invested in just being online and making themselves unsafe.
Leko omuntu atomere amanye ki ekiri mu kutomera no asoka going, because we have not, there's nothing that we are saying today that people don't know, that we have not said. You see, you go on social media, omwana ne yeteeka yeri ngali mukisinga nataka my girl, my girl. No, I can never
sometimes
do that.
I'm like, are we in Uganda?
Yes, sometimes I ask myself, are these people living in Eugene? Wait. Omwana naimira nakwata munne. Tuli mu public. No nakwatirira ddala munne. Inze sisobola, no, everyone will know that is. No, not leave alone being shy. Gloria, let me tell you, leave alone being shy.
I think it is also generations, because these, like I told you, Gen Zs are millennials. As millennials, millennials used to be like that. Remember, we used to display. We used to display. No, so we remember we used to display. We used to display. Ngabantu tebafayo ngamuzina ne kati ate we took a step. No, leave alone, because we didn't have online then. If it was there, trust me. Kubanga for us, when we used to go to the bar, it was normal. Now we no longer do it because it is unsafe. Omwana amanyi basobola omuntu asobola kukuba. Afa kukusiba. Before police takes you, bana baliwo bakwe.
You will actually be safer in prison.
I'm telling you, you are safer. Yes.
But you see also, I heard of someone, they record themselves with their face in it, and they share, where someone can tell you are the person in that video. And you ask someone, what are you going to benefit? And people forget maybe how the internet doesn't forget. It will not forget. Also, every time someone will put it out there, it will come, it will pop up. And then you will reach periods where you still can't, since you want to be, you want to go into elections, you want to be a candidate, politics, and you can't. But people will remind you of that.
But let me tell you also something else that has come to me. I bought these equipments of TikTok, of YouTube. I wanted to start a YouTube channel. But I did audit myself, and I'm like, okay, am I ready to be out there? I really don't care about what someone says about me, because there's nothing new about me you're going to say. But how about those moments? Leave alone the people. But those moments, the way I see social media people, that's the most toxic world. No, they will not make up things, but they will dig into where it hurts you. They'll bring out photos of your mom. Your mom is not even involved in anything. They will bring out, they will say, we know mama wali, all those things. I look at people fighting each other on social media, and they bring out parents. naye nze nkubule they bring out parents and children. There's a birthday of ours nga bavuma abaana be olw'ebintu bye beekola ye ne partner we. Namukubira essimu nga mbutuufu ndi mukambwe. Naye Mukama yansaasira nti no, they withdraw. Now I see it. She didn't say we are going to stop. Gamba naye mmwe musooke mwetunulemu. Ebintu byonna tebavuma mmwe. Mwe muli bakulu muli ba seego. Naye abaana bali kuvuma abaana. And this thing is not going to leave. That's why I never post no kids. I will never post my nieces, my nephews on social media, even on my phone. I will never. Because they will attack them. I'm strong enough to deal with the situation, but they ain't. And they may not.
Listen, you're saying you're strong enough, but they are looking for the softest
That's
targets.
the thing. That's
where they know. Bamanyi bigi bwenjogeraku.
And kati tunula.
Amuyena.
Sobi, look at that. Why I'm saying at least let it be on me. Even if it hurts me, you get back home and sit and cry about it.
But then also, Biggie, the thing is, there is something we call surveillance. Whether you post the kids or you don't, or you protect, if you go into the world of social media, you're opening yourself up to surveillance by so many people.
That's why, and I know that.
Yeah, and people start to look into your life extensively, and people then will start. I didn't know this would happen. But the second you went online, you exposed yourself and everyone around you to that sort of surveillance.
That's why I thought twice and said, let me hold it. I have a nephew of mine who is entirely feminine. And a pastor. No. A nephew of mine who is entirely, if I play for you this boy praying, you will not believe that it's a boy. And I wanted him to start preaching online. But then I said, this boy won't be ready. He's not ready for the bullying. Just the way they express themselves will be enough. And also being the fact that they are my nephew. No, I'm telling you. So,
research, how can someone just do that?
In a way, let me tell you, you ignore. Maybe even if you put password, yet you're going to feed, you're cooking food for the world. Yes, unless they don't involve them.
So, I understand engaging with being online and trying to, you have to be able to also assess the risk. Someone was saying the state has invested in this. So everything you choose to do, you have to be able to understand who are the people who can come for me.
Even it's beyond just the state. It's the people.
The people around you.
The people, not even the state, because they have no interest in you being there naked dancing on social media may not be an issue with them. They're only looking for that moment when it crosses over
to their side.
But you're feeding the public. You're cooking food, and every social media person is feeding. We are some of us who are not putting out things on social media. We are being fed by whoever's content. So it ceases to be just you're giving the whole world.
You're exposing yourself to that kind of
But are you ready? I think what we should do. People should prepare themselves for social media. Yes. Realistic things. They might abuse you. They might do this. They might bring out all details. They are going to all your do's that you had, that you went through while before getting to that level. You prepare yourself. That's why some people say they are thick skin. That's why you see they say social media in Uganda is the most harmful content is comes from Uganda. The most harmful comes from Uganda.
There's a lot of queer hate, a lot of disability hate, a lot of hate,
Violence.
everything. A lot of these
I
are
think-
fake. Trauma bonding.
No, it happens. Those other countries going to do this.
But I think
Yeah, meanwhile, there was-
every country has its own way of toxicity and what works for that country. For us people, and I think also the algorithms and everything cannot fully detect our language and the hate people put out there. So it is difficult also, I think, for these platforms to regulate, especially that sort of violence that is done in local languages, where people abuse and then you report, but the platform is wondering, okay, now at what level what has happened?
But good thing now, we have seen some people being arrested for doing that. Because yes, for computer misuse, I used not to like that law. Then when it was just when they had just they had just put it out there, but now I like it because actually people are apprehended.
You see, also, for me, I always want us to be a bit more realistic for our community. Can a community member who has been online and maybe someone has outed them, and this has, before it was easier, but now at this point, would it be easy for someone to actually use that policy, use that act to actually seek justice?
I think it will be hard, but there is a way to navigate. Let me tell you, if you go on, if you go on social media, and you attack me as a person, you attack me for my sexuality, somehow, even if that's my sexuality, you're not mandated to speak about it. You're not. And just because we fear using the law, going to report, it's just our fear. But you can report and go through and get away with it.
For me, I'm
telling you.
Yeah, that is possible.
Because what is happening right now, you see, my thinking was that every time I look at people having misconceptions about us, I feel like I want to explain. But also explaining, I fear also being out there, and yet I'm not in the closet. But I want to change the narrative of how people perceive what we are. I want to tell them this is not true. Much as they are rapists, there are people who date young girls. It's the same. Like people who use money to get others. It's the same everywhere. It's not just about kuchus, because it's about money. They are looking for money, all that. I feel there's a moment I want to explain. And I'm like, I want your omuntu atutwala bubi. Can I explain? And you can't have that opportunity.
There is that thing whereby most of us, martyrs. Some of us want to be martyrs. Where people want to go and be the explainers. They want to be the ones who correct people. They want to be the ones fighting all the wars for their community without assessing what level of security or what their plan is. Someone has no security plan, has decided to go to the village, and the day they attack them, they want to give a whole gospel of how the community is, how people don't do this, how people don't do that, without assessing, okay, what is my get out plan here? Also, yes, laws are there. They can be used. But you also have to assess in your situation where you're standing. Are you sure it will work for you or it's going to work against you? Because, so how did you know these people are like this as you're giving your whole essay? Then you give all the answers. You feel like, you are the one who knows before other people. People have done the activism. People have put out this information. And some of us don't even care. They can record you while you speak. And you will stay and speak with your face in such situations. You see, even you are assessing whether it is a platform you want to take on. But there are people who will not even assess that. They will not think about it.
Some people will just see the financial benefit of the whole thing.
There's no financial benefit.
To do interviews.
No, they are not paid.
They were paid.
90% of people are not
But that financial benefit, can it cover for what Chikawa was talking about? What is, what comes after? Yeah? Because they cannot lie to you with like maybe, let me assume they've even given you like what, 2M? What can 2M do in Uganda? Now, what is that? No, I wanted to assume, okay. I wanted to assume a bigger number. 2M. Let's assume. How much does 2M do in Kampala today? In Uganda? Exactly, eh? So, the amount of money they are given, even if you're telling me it's a financial gain, the amount of money you are given to do certain things is not worth the impact that comes after. Look at Elisha, where is he now? Anyway.
I also feel like, recently I was having a conversation with my mom, and we have this whole thing. The first thing that comes to us is that the generations have changed. It's digital now. He's like, no, we have just changed the way of communication. We haven't changed the ways of people.
And it's true.
You understand? He was like, she told me one thing. She was like, all the things that you're putting on social media right now, we knew even when you had not put them there. We knew. We know when women are having birth from our brothers' sides. We know when, like, you've just put what we know on social media. The question is, the reason as to why right now we have so many suicides, we have a lot of mental disabilities and everything, is because we think when we speak out, we're actually doing an impact. We are not. What is the impact of what you're going to say? That is not what we look at. We look at, oh, I want to be bold, I need to tell my story. Yes, you're telling your story, but what is the impact? Are you really ready to face the impact of what you're going to say? So my mom was telling me, let me tell you one thing that this generation has, which you can't take back. But if you go digital and say, I'm going to do A, B, C, D, be ready to also follow the consequences. The problem with you guys is you want to be out there, you're not ready to face the consequences. Exactly. So us, one of the things that for them, our grandmothers or our grandfathers told them, being quiet is not stupid, but when do you say what you want to say? So that when you actually go through it and say, if I said it, even when the backlash is there, but at least it's more positive than negative.
When it's out there, you're able to deal with it.
Exactly. But right now we are calling ourselves, we are social media people. At the end of it all, it's affecting you.
You see,
It's affecting you.
There's something that I saw. You guys, I follow a lot of social media content, nani, whatever. Yeah, I'm a night dancer. So, look at this family. Nambemu, you know Nambemu? Chicken's dad, and the Nambemu, chicken, and the mother. Do you know if that guy, I think that guy will not let any of his other children get on social media. You see, also social media has both advantages and disadvantages. But when you're prepared, who follows this story of Karim?
Me.
You follow Karim?
Yeah,
so that story of Karim, this guy started by coming on social media because he was looking for a platform to deal with this tycoon in Uganda. Yeah. And that's the only, he waited for all those times. The sisters were abused when they are young. 10, 8, 11. By this guy. He waited. For we didn't know that he's a Ugandan, who grew up here, why he was born here, but he came to social media. He said, when time came, he said, you know why I came on social media? I only did this to expose this guy. Remember, Baganda bakuru, bakazi bakuru, naye he was determined to fight for his sisters.
For some people, like maybe Chitone, who are controversial in their thinking with social media and people who make money online, Who sells sex? Who wants those things? Because it is the holiday. People are not doing anything.
No, you sell.
So before you hook up with anyone, so how are you going to navigate safely with your...
People know how to. Let me tell
Your
you.
parts have to be happy, but also... need
So,
to be safe.
the thing that an important conversation you need to have for people that sell sex online is also around security and money.
Is it only sex?
Because a lot, we are talking about sex work itself. Because a lot of stealing of money, I think Chikawa talked about it earlier, is happening online. And for people who sell sex online and they're paid online, they only think about keeping themselves safe, like their bodies or their images. They don't think about the financial part of keeping their money safe. And so often that's where you hear conversations of people saying someone paid me and then took back their money. Sometimes they didn't even take their money. They were just reckless with the financial part of it. Like, I don't even know how to make this. Like they were robbed online and thought that the client didn't actually pay or come through. You get it? So for people, like that is something that we should be something that we need to pay attention to so much. And then also the other thing is, especially people that are in Uganda, because of how MTN and Airtel have brought in this global, we shouldn't trust it because they can still use like the details through MTN to track you. And so many of them right now have become very reckless and thinking that those white people are ways of getting money like PayPal are no longer working because they're like, the money can come straight to my mobile money. My dear, you're not safe. Because for the others, it would be very hard for them to just access your information to take, like even as a government, it would really take a very serious case for PayPal to be able to release your financial history. With Momo, they can't. Like even you can just call someone in customer care and tell them, give me the account details of this. So even as a safety, let us not trust like these mobile money apps that have gone global, thinking that now money is easy for us to make using them. They are not at all. So also digital security is very important when it comes to, that part of transacting. And then also the other thing I think would be around details because of Nini. Because for people that sell sex online, sometimes clients will want identification for them to know that you're not phishing or lying. Like people need to be very serious about. Some people don't even think about like a Nini is going to cost you like your entire life. When they ask for an ID, someone just gets their ID and let me share with the client. They'll use that Nini and track you.
Or they might use your information and they use
to commit crime.
To commit crime.
So also that's something that people need to think about. But girls, let's make money.
Also something around safety on social media, online. We like buying things online. Yeah, we like buying not only Jumia, Alikiba, Simanga, what and what. We like sale. We like buying things online. But we need to be very, very, very careful around that. You need to protect your identity, information, because sometimes it's changing, a little bit changing. I like the fact that when I'm buying something online, they'll say you put in just your name and where they call you to deliver it around. You pay on delivery, as opposed to putting all your details where? Online. I remember I am sharing this, and people need to be very careful around protection of their details online. I used Uber while in Canada. Trust me, someone kept using my Uber. They used to send me yes. They used to tell me no. You've paid 30. It used to range around in between 50 and 30, in between 30 and 50,000. Ngolaba omuntu yakozeseza Uber nga bazijjeko ku card yo. Nga you get a message even. You've used your Uber for that. I'm telling you, people need to be very, very careful. No, but
someone is hacking you.
They have used your card. You know it's already details are there at Uber. So I deleted the Uber account. I deleted it. Actually, people are smart. Did you see the story of that guy who used to steal on social media? He's a graduate from Makerere University. He came out of jail recently. While scrolling on social media, I got to his interview. That guy shocked me. he said he only has to get a small gadget like this and put it on any of the cameras. He will see everything in your house. He will be able to access everything in your house. Everything. While you're hiding, you're putting money, you ask yourself, how did the thieves get to know that money is here? Kumbe, there is a person who is busy watching whatever you do in the houses. You see, cameras, security cameras are good, but also you need to be conscious.
So, and I think because people are going to festive season, sometimes like you will max out your cash and opt to use your card to buy things. Now, two places you have to be careful. In actually, not even anywhere that you use your card, because it happened to me in a supermarket. If you have to pay with your card, make sure they do not take your card away from you. Yes. And you also do the transaction in your face. Because for me, what happened is I went to a supermarket and then like I had to pay. So of course, they took my card away from me. They will take a picture of your card and your CVV and hand over your card back to you. You will put your gundi and go, and then this person just be using your details and going online and buying things. So you just see your money disappearing, and it's very hard for you to even to prove to your bank that someone is robbing you. Because they'll see you actually ordering things. They don't need
you
the
don't
pin.
need a pin.
They don't.
They don't need a pin.
So never allow
You see that card?
your card to go out like of your. If you have to pay there, even if it's a restaurant, if you're saying I'm going to pay by card, they ask you for card. You're like, bring your machine here. Every transaction happens there. When you're seeing,
You see that card, the front and the back. Yeah. So the front has the details of, So behind, when you're doing online, it has that pin. When you're doing online transactions, there's that CVB you're supposed to enter for them to access. Because remember, when you're doing online, you don't enter your actual pin that you put in the ATM. Which yes, that is the number that you use. So if if they take it and someone takes a picture, they're able to get into your account and take your money.
I also got to know that thing that you're supposed to follow. So I was getting fuel, and I gave the lady, I thought she had the card. She had the machine with her.
Yeah.
But she didn't have the machine. The machine she had was wrong. So she just walked. You people, I chased the lady. I chased the lady. I kept looking at her, saying, "Are you come here?" Everyone was looking at me. What is happening? But because I had heard about that incident that people take your card and take pictures, someone was just... And for some of us who don't track our expenses, it can actually happen without you knowing over a given time. Someone also, that happened to them in a bar. Someone bought Netflix for themselves off someone's card. So Netflix kept doing double charges because this person also had Netflix. And it was difficult because they also had Netflix.
Also, this is why people be going and claiming banks are stealing our money and then they don't pay me back. You like when a situation like that happened, you actually gave out your card to someone. There's no way you're going to go and begin forcing your bank to pay you money. Because like banks do actually refund if fraud is really, really rejected.
And it's on their fault.
It's on them. But if you went and got drunk and gave out your card, and then you say my account has been wiped out, you gave out your card. We were not there.
Someone came to
I know. I had Hooch Tone mentioned that we shouldn't overtrust Momo and everything, but I think Airtel and Mobile and MTN have introduced the digital cards. They can actually come in handy. You can only put money you're going to spend and put in these platforms. When you're done, you go off. When you don't have money, the platforms can't deduct money. So it can be easy for you to actually separate expenses and be able to track what has happened where. But if your card is the one that pays everything, does everything, it might be a bit difficult. Look at those virtual cards on your mobile money. They are there. You can use them. Only put money when you need it. For example, if you're not using your card to pay Netflix, if someone uses it to pay Netflix, buy things, and for you, Jumia, use virtual MTN card, you can tell the difference of money happening. Yeah. They're there.
So also be aware of con people, con men. Someone called me today morning. Hello, Asinika. First of all, when they were calling me, I heard them saying, tugenda kubba something. So when I picked up, I was like, mugenda kubba chi? I was like, tugenda kubbira ensawo y'olumonde. Konzi, yes, hello, who is this? From MTN. Najje koli. I'm like, so please be careful of con men.
Those ones are still around. They're not going anywhere. You just have to be sharp.
Yeah, you just have to be sharp. Yes, so as we are almost coming to the end of our podcast, but we have to first understand our value for resting before next year. Well, next year, muliro. Right? Next year, muliro. So how are we mental? How are we resting and enjoying this car period?
Personally, any chance I get, I actually really sleep. I sleep. Like any chance I get.
People who don't like sleep.
No, that's a weird thing. Also, me, I have a problem. I can actually sleep during the day. And then at night, I'm so awake. Like I'll be awake in the night and I'll probably sleep again like at 5 a.m. But one of those, it's a sleep. The body has gone through so much, and sometimes that is the only way you can reward it. You have to sleep. You have to find time to sleep, or even if okay, fine, maybe you're not sleeping, maybe you're just in a quiet place, cool place, and you just, you just let your body be in a state of rest, and if you can even
but then also let's stay aware and walk about what is happening. You don't want a riot to start in your village when you're there. No, you don't know. Let's be aware. Let's stay informed. I know some of us no longer watch news. Please, this is the time. Watch the news. Know what is happening. Know who is coming coming to do some, what are they called, campaigns in your area for your own mental preparedness. And this brings me, last year, Bobby Wine came to campaign on the village, and then I was inside the house, and then I had pop. I was like, someone's tire has a problem. I even peeped, and then people heard. I was like, what was happening that day? I don't even understand why I stayed home that day. But if you be disconnected like that, it might also affect you as an individual.
They talked about wellness, how to get wellness.
I think also the other thing that we need to think about and take care of ourselves is financial wellness. Because festive season tends to put people on a lot of pressure to spend in wanting to fit in. And sometimes it's maybe like spending out and drinking, but also sometimes it's just the black tax. Like you need to be able to take care of your finances because elections are coming up. We do not know what the results would look like. We don't know what the situation would look like. So it would be good for you to be able, do not max out all your money during the festive season. Because January we show you shege, but also you need to have money on you in case anything happens. Hey, you may need to buy a quick ticket or a quick bus.
Let me tell you, to be honest, this year is not about, it's about to end. But at least I'm 43. What I know is that this year has taught me a lesson, by the way, a very, very, very big lesson. And you find me next year, Bambi, please don't pretend. If I don't think I have Zivudeko. This year has really humbled me in so many things, in terms of love life, in terms of financial management, in terms of investing. You see, I was listening to her. I never want to run when no one is chasing me, because we look at ourselves as we age. No, Gamba, I have not done this, but a 20-year-old has this, a 25-year-old has that. So I thought about all those things, and I stopped pushing myself. Like, I must do this, I must. No. There are people who have become tycoons at 25, and some people have lost it. I'm telling you, we drain ourselves wanting to prove a point to families over friends. We may not even just drill on just family, but even friends. ng'omuntu cannot even. I did one thing. Someone yansabako 1M nenjimuwa. Naye nakikozesa. Someone told me, try omuntu yenna gwali owaddeko ekintu olabe. Pretend you're going through something. Nasaba emitwalo egyo. Abantu bonna be nali mpaddeko ku sente. No, these are reality checks. Nga tasobola nakuwa mitwalo 5. Akagato kakutuuse. No. You know, like people assume. This year has taught me a lot. And trust me, next year, Mukama nga mpadde obulamu. Mwaka ogujja ngenda kukola ebintu byanjawulo. So people need to check. We try as much, we try no feeda ku muntu. Naye wali ogambyeko omuntu tino I can't pay rent. Kati like I can't tell someone I don't have 50,000 or 10,000. Don't expect someone to do the same for you. I'm not saying ate bi mukodo. Yes,
I'm riding off on what Biggie was saying. Yes, as part of wellness, you have to be aware of the people or of your people. Eh? You have to know who I can depend on and who I can't. And we have to get out of that, like Biggie was saying, you can't help everyone. The day you accept that you cannot save this world, so you have to be able to identify aniangasa, aniangatako, aniainzo kunyamba. Me, I keep telling people I've been with my best friend for over 23 years now. Like, she's that one person I know I'll go to.
Sokoleke ekintu ekyo n'ekirala wallahi mbeegomba nnyo mbeegombera dda because I've seen these guys okuva edda nedda it is the same. I have seen them, it's the same. Nengamba oba mubbeko oba nzibeko mukwano
tojja mmalako.
No, just you imagine things.
So people still get amazed, and then through her I still got another best friend, and that is the sister. When I met her, the sister was actually still in primary. But now the sister is one of also, like there are those two people I know I can go to at any one point.
You know that people might think you and her are sisters. Because you look alike, same height, they look alike.
Yeah. So knowing who has got you, knowing who has you in their corner, whether in health, whether in a bad, whether in good, whether in... Because, I mean, sometimes we can even go like 2-3 days without talking, or even a week. But when we catch up, it's like... Yes, we never left. Like, so you have to know, because those people are your wellness. Those are people that you know that you're going to vent to. They are people that you know that you're going to speak to, and they will not judge you. They will understand you. They will give you solutions where they are able to. And, you know, life moves on. So it is important for you to know your people. I'm not saying everyone should have a best friend. I mean, it might not be your cup of tea. But if you can, if you're able to identify, even if it's not like your best friend. Me, there are people like, for me, my circle. My other big circle is my cousins from my mother's side. Those people hold me so much. Like, when I see them, when I get to them, they are my people. We talk, we jazz, we do everything. And, like, everything moves. So it's knowing those people and meeting with such people gives you, like, it relieves your heart. Usually it relieves your mind. It's, you know, you have a good time, you have a laugh, you talk about the sad moments, you talk about the good times, and, you know, so knowing the people is good wellness, and, you know, it gets you moving. Yes, so going into the new year, as we end the year, yeah, I would recommend, if you can get those people, please, talk to them. Don't isolate so much.
Kubanga bigagwedde ku kintu ekya managing expectations in mikwano. That I think is very key. Kubanga sometimes we break our own hearts by expecting so much from people because I think for me the thing I've unlearned this year is managing my expectations. Nzo omuntu muleka nabeera nga bwali. But also judging people like bangambe ne tuchawa abantu because of character, not exactly because they've hurt us. I don't know if that makes sense. Naye gwe muno sigo wamukuza wamusanga muntu mukulu, you think you're going to change like a 40-year-old. And the thing I've taught myself this year is to be as unbothered, unless you've hurt me physically. I will let you be, yes. And it has really helped me, because sometimes you're just absorbing so much energy. Oh, big for me. Whoa, Leah shouted at me. Whoa, I'll let people be. Let everyone do whatever they do, unless you've hurt me physically. Hey, I may be disappointed, but I'm trying not to hold so much on my heart. Yeah. Because sometimes you're still hurting. This person has already moved on. So for me, I'm living my life letting people be. Over your what?
As first come with this. First also tell us one thing that someone can do to navigate next year's election. Bolonji. A security tip for next year's safe elections as we wind up. Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say for everyone, but for me, the thing I'm going to prioritize is that your political affiliation is a personal view.
Yes, please.
So do not force it on people, because some people are also carrying emotional stress because they want people to support the political leaders they are supporting. If the current party that is in rule is something you don't like, it is okay. But if it's something I like, it's also okay. So let people vote who they want to vote. Yeah. And let people have their own political opinions the way they want to.
Something around, seriously, on a serious note, the world doesn't care. The world doesn't care about you. Ate n'ekintu ekirala, what I've learned this year, and I am also urging people to consider, please don't attract people because you can buy them a drink, or you can give them money, or you can support them. It should be a two-way thing. Because most of us, some people are just around us because they know that one is able to buy or to do things, and at the behind your back is not exactly what you think. So it's quite mature. So people need to be very, very conscious about that. Political affiliation. Me, I'm not saying everyone is going to be like me, but for me, it's just my heart. I know I know where I'm going to put that tick. No, but I will listen. I will watch. I'll be angry. I'll be angry at statements people are doing, but I'll keep to my zone. Trust me. Baja bakubemigo. Or feeling and ogenda okutuuka okulonda nga tosobola kutuukayo. Keep calm. Your secret is your ballot. Community members, let's also remember. Nti ffe tulina tribal hate. Omuntu ayinza okuba yakoba ko wadde omukucu ng'ayagala kwesasuza with whatever is happening. And you know, people are mad. They are saying we are given, we are now, twetala chere. On social media we say what we want because we are kuchus. Omuntu abera no busungu najja nakwatinga. I've seen someone no muyitako na spitting. It had never happened to me in life, but people do it. Siri muntu ndi muntu ata emotions zange ziri naye omuntu yagamba n'agamba inayitawo n'agamba kiki kino omuntu nzijja kukyadde omundo every time. The woman police officer says kiki kino takitegeera kiki kino kyagamba omuntu kyono oba mukazi yagamba kiki kino bannange kiki ekyo nga mpulira yes, you know what I was going to do, you know my nze sirina, I don't know my emotions zange, my sexuality is totally I can't handle. Chovola newala nnyo abantu kubanga nze sigenda sirika. Naye I'm telling people nefuga banange nafuga. Omukazi yagamba, do you know how it feels omuntu agamba kiki kino ate in a disgusting way. Kiki kino namuwulira nasirika nagenda bugenzi direct paka ewasama nemugamba omukazi oyo kugeeta yogedde ekintu naye mbadde nja kunyiga akalago ke bandinzijewo ng'akoze eki nga mufu naye neebaza muka naye nkwataako nga nkankana nokankana not ng'ate bunaku andaba kyokka nkubuulira paka ne leero when I pass she would say how are you, good afternoon, good evening, entire simuddangamu
ate kati wachengamete kutuula ku mutima kati ye yakyogera takyakijjukira tamanyi nakumanya nti yakigamba tewali bwambuuza muyitako buyisi enjoba ye moving on naye omukazi yakola let me tell you I faced homophobia more when I did mastectomy more than wali. This is worse. I know what those people are going through. Like you see the tears. I know what they're going through. I know what people will just cut in zone my voice. If I want, I can swallow my voice. Because I have a voice. I have both. I have 3 voices. Naye njogeza ddoboozi eririnnuma. Naye nsobola okwogera n'eddoboozi gali eryo. Nga siri kuukinze but it's my voice. Naye ngezaako kosa ne kasitiri okweyogeza nga like a girl. Mbeere so I can fit. Omukazi nekirala around safety during this period of time. When you notice you're not liked in a place, even if you're buying a drink, even if you're in a leave for your safety. Don't force yourself on people. For us,
just like your parties.
Yes, we like forcing ourselves on people. Yeah, we are here. You notice someone feels bad about you, please run away for your life. Because you call Biggie to come and rescue you. I will not. I may be in Masaka, Nandi Mucharo. There is no even lawyer waiting to come for you.
No, but even if there is someone, by the time the person gets to you, something has already happened.
Well, also, don't go to the bar and start calling bagamba zenjagala bantu bafumbo manya those things. But they'll beat you, Kumkazi w'omuntu. So please take care of your body parts. Genitals.
I think I even posted this on the group the other day. Please, if you're drinking, you're out in a bar, unless you really, really trust the people around you.
Yeah, I saw that.
Please, do not leave your drink behind. Obo genda nayo mutoi beer you.
It is okay.
Genda nayo mutoi. But in case you leave it and you come back and you're not sure of the people that are there, don't check that drink. Discard of it. Okolechi, you get another one that you know that is you, that is fresh. Because yes, it's akasente naye now ojagamba akasente bakuteremu akatwange sente zogenda okujjanya bogira obutwa tebuzigula chupa ya bia jobadoko. So be very, very mindful around that. Even during elections, those things are going to happen. The people you're moving with, whether it's a bottle of water that you're moving with, don't just give it to anyone. Maybe for those of us who are radical and they're going to be part of the political rallies. But also when you're doing the political rally, remember, you only have one vote. You don't have more than that. Yes, you only have one vote. You might shout in someone's face, you sweat, veins bulging and everything, but at the end of the day, you have one vote. And that one vote makes a difference when you're here, not when you're not here. Yeah? Yes, it might be one vote in a way that Bakanda looking, but it will make a difference when you're here than when you're not here. So as you go out safely there, please, let's be very mindful. Protect whatever it is that you eat or drink. You see, even these government people, they don't even eat things they do in their boardrooms. They don't, because they don't trust each other. It is that bad. And now it is spreading, even when it comes to people being drugged, people being, you don't know what will happen to you. So be very, very mindful of your drinks, of what you're eating, wherever it is that you are. And have An emergency contact, of course. Have an emergency contact, maybe off head. Yeah? There's, even if they woke you up in I don't know what kind of stupor, there's that, yes. It doesn't matter whether it's the thing is, can the ex pick up if you needed them? That is very important, because there's having an emergency contact. But there's that emergency contact. You don't even have to write it anywhere. It's in your head. In case of anything, you can call this person and maybe let them know this is what is happening, help me, or find a way of helping.
It's very important.
Emergency contacts, you also need some financial emergency contacts, let me tell you. Because there are situations where, I'm not saying I have money, naye kati ntuuse nsanze bigi, bamukoze eki bamukutte, nina akasente akanasobola osasula ngamba manyi kwata bribe bigi afulume. Si ate akuyise, ate naawe ofuuse emergency. People, please. Kubanga oluusi oyinza okuba gwe olina ssente naye what I'm trying to explain, oyinza okuba olina ssente naye nga situation sawe gyolimu you cannot even get your money. Naye ng'omanyi nti waliwo omukwano gwagenda okujjayo ombwire agamba bagala oba ataano ziizo tuli
I get it, but also there's also that having that emergency contact. Ngamanyi nti if I call Ruthian will be able to connect to someone else. You understand? That can be able to help. Yes.
Banange, let us protect our mental health. People don't care. So you can only do your best by just keeping yourself mentally very stress free, which might be hard, but just gizako.
But also social media. People need to be very careful. There's a lot of lies there. People, but you make money online. Only now take a link, say you make money online. But people be very careful. Everyone is as you're thinking of doing something, someone else is planning on, and there are so many IT people. Kubango yomwane yali akolachi a hacking through cameras. Yagamba nasomera makerere. I have a degree in IT. Kati sina mulimu nkolechi. So, and he said each and every day they make gundi ezibazita batya nga ola VPN apps. They come up with apps. So people, please don't get excited. You know, you're making money online. You run up, you put up your details, you even pay money. But now let's be very careful. Online is very dangerous, although it's the new normal and it's good, but it has its worst.
Banange, we are actually at the end of the podcast. It was a very interesting session. Abantu onabanyiza votes tezibachusa face. If you choose to protect or protest the gain or the vote, please.
Wagala tusanyuke yogera ku sex olabe.
Please don't buy any material that is not silicone. Silicone material tolwaza munne. Buy authentic products. Silicone, I said silicone. You want to know about silicone, please get to us. We shall find you. We shall show you what silicone is. And also don't forget a condom. If you're using toys, safety. Temugena siga bannamwe, temugena kulwaza bannamwe cancer.
Yes, so we're wishing happy whatever.
Me, I'll go first. I'm wishing everyone 2026 to be on the list of wealth and health.
Amen.
Please not on hustle, best hustler, life lessons. No, 2026 is not going to be about hustling. Wish you a happy 2026.
Amen. We wish it back.
Personally, I am tired of being one of God's strongest soldiers.
Have you resigned?
I wish everyone else to be on that list, but not me.
For you, you're demoting yourself.
I'm demoting myself. It's been a minute. I need to breathe. I want to wish everyone a very prosperous New Year. Please enter it safely, have safe sex, enjoyable sex, consensual sex. Please, it is very important to have consent. And let's meet in 2026. Stay alive, it is important.
Like you said, if I can go back a little bit from the conversations that we had, let everyone be safe. Don't assume that people love you. But at the same time, always have that one person to call. I feel like, I don't know if it's right, you can correct me, but I feel like your sexuality is not your purpose. You have something better you can actually achieve. Exactly, you have a purpose in life. So at least if someone doesn't like you for your sexuality, let them like you for your purpose. Yeah, I think that would be actually very well, and I wish everyone a prosperous vote. Right? Yes, a new Uganda is coming.
Enjoy your festive season. Vote wisely. Also, go braless in the festive season. You people. You don't need to suffer. Let's set the girls free.
Yes. It's even hot.
Okay.
Yes.
I just wish everyone a happy 2026 and enjoy your Christmas. Please vote wisely. Vote. Don't vote parties. Vote personalities. Someone who is going to give you, who is going to deliver. So many people are just saying whatever they want to say, but be wise. I can't decide for anyone to vote for whoever, but vote wisely. And also akatalekeka banange, keep some kamane. Don't spend all of it in June, in December. Keep some kamane, please. Keep some kamane. At least you would rather fast. Watch it during Christmas. Or so, yes. Tot spending anyo ku Christmas osobola okuyingira ogundi eri period eyo January is not going to be an easy.
Let's not spend all of our money in December and be so broke in January. So we have only one vote. Like you only have one vote. Make it count, and please be safe. You can't vote when you're dead. You can't vote when you're beaten up. So banange tuwekume, and don't forget to follow us on our social media at Far Uganda on Instagram, at @far_Uganda, on Twitter @FarUganda. We have been the Bakuya Togere. She said what she fucking wanted to say.
I got a question.